Hey, good morning. It's George from Joint Effort Exercise. I'm here with balance class number 4, intro to strength and balance class number 4, I should say. So same rules apply as our previous classes. Just going to need 2 light dumbbells or cans or whatever you want to use for resistance. A chair, or I'm using a box since I'm here in the gym. These boxes are great. They go in different heights. Loose fitting clothing and the want and need to improve your strength and balance. So that's all we need. We're just going to get started with a light warm up. So same thing, nice and easy. Start off just getting the muscles loose a little bit, get your cardiovascular system ready to work. Nice and easy. Hope you're enjoying the classes so far as much as I am. They've been a lot of fun to do. I haven't done these in a very long time. So I'm really excited to be doing them. Again, getting great feedback, so I appreciate it all. All right, so next thing, so that was the modified jumping jack. Next thing, we're just going to go into our butt kicks. So you're just side to side, just like so. When I said earlier what you'll need, I'm using a box. I won't be using anything for my balance, but you want to obviously have, as we have in previous classes, a chair or some type of sturdy surface that you'll be able to hang on to for our balance movements. All right, so we have about 5 seconds left of this. And rest. Very good. Okay, our next one, we're going to do that good morning. Okay, so you can face whatever you're using for your sturdy surface and put the arms across the chest, or you can keep them out in front wherever you want to. And we're just going to go down and up, just like so. So what that's going to do is warm up your glutes, your hips a little bit, and work in our what we call our sagittal plane, which is front and back. We have about 5 more seconds of this. 2 and 1. Very good. And our last one we'll do is our high knees. So you're going to have our hand on whatever sturdy surface that you're using, and I just want you to essentially march, just like so. So nice and easy. Again, everything that I do, I can't emphasize this enough. You don't have to go at the same pace as I do. If you need to go slower, please obviously do so. But if you can go faster than me and get your heart rate up a little bit more, by all means, go right ahead. I'm just going to try to do like a little bit of a happy medium for my pace. So you decide what's best for you. All right. So that was our warm up. And so now what we'll do is I'm going to go into what our actual movements are. So like I said, we'll do the same structure as last class. So I'll introduce the movements during our rest period. So it's about a minute rest period. And then we'll go into the movements. So the first one's going to be feet together. So you're going to have your feet together just like so. Have your hand right next to whatever, or be close to whatever surface you're using as your stable surface. And I just want you to twist your body kind of side to side, just like that. Okay. If you can move your head at the same time. But if you are just getting started with this, just try to twist your torso. All right. So just like that. You don't want to do the whole, do the twisting with your head all the way over. And then next is going to be a weight shift side to side. Okay. So what that is you're going to, so the first one, again, you're going to have your preferably your hands across your chest, and you're going to shift your weight, twist side to side. In the second one, we're going to have our hand over the top of our sturdy surface, and you're going to go up and down, lifting your foot just a little bit as you shift, okay? All right, so about 10 seconds, and we're going to get started with that first movement, which is feet, let's say, don't have to be perfectly together, but like shoulder width apart, arms across our chest, and we're just going to twist like this, okay? So nice controlled movement using those oblique muscles, the muscles on the side of your abdominals, to start and stop the movement, just like so. I'll step forward so I can be a little bit bigger on the screen. It's nice that I can see myself on the screen today. That was interesting on Tuesday, so I apologize for that. That's why I'm taping this in advance, so there's no room for error. All right, and then that second one, you're going to have your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart now. You can put your hand and kind of have it hover over the top of your sturdy surface, or you can hang on if need be. Have a slight bend in your knees, and I just want you to shift your weight side to side, okay? If you do not feel comfortable having your foot leave the ground, you can just go up onto your toe on the side that's that you're not leaning towards, okay? But ideally, you do want your foot to leave the ground. Okay, so we have about 5 more seconds of this. Again, remember that you do not have to go at the pace that I am. I'm going to be that happy beat. All right. So now what we're going to do is just go back into that first movement. So arms across the chest, feet a little, like about shoulder width apart or hip width apart. If you can go closer, that is better. So if they could be tight against each other, that's great. If you want to do them in what's called that split stance, you can also do that too to make it a little bit more challenging. But I'm just going to do it the prescribed way. But those are options that you can, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. 2 and 1, very good. Now right back to that second movement. So feet a little wider than shoulder width apart now. Have that hand hover over the top of the sturdy surface or chair that you are using, and you're just going to shift your weight side to side. Ideally, have that foot go up off of the floor. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that, just go up onto your tiptoe on that side, okay, that you're not shifting your weight towards. Okay, so nice and easy. Slight bend in the knees if you can. It's going to help you to use those quad muscles. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, excellent. Okay, so now just grab some water, and we're going to take, like I said, like that minute break. So grab some water, and just, obviously watch what we're going to do next. All right. So the first one is 3 directional hinge, which I'll show you what that is. And then we're going to do a sit to stand with a lateral raise. Okay, so you're going to need your weights. I'm going to grab some green 3-pound weights, and I'll put those right there. So that three-dimensional hinge is going to be feet are wide apart like so, and arms across the chest. You're going to go down to the front, side, side. Okay, so front, side, and side. Okay, so working those core muscles. And the sit to stand, you can either squat, you're going to go down, sit, and up into a lateral raise. But let's get started with that first one. So arms are going to go across the chest. I want you to lean forward just like our warm-up. So in the front, like that good morning, then you're going to go side and then side. Slight bend in the knees while you're doing this. And nice, slow, controlled movement. Okay, so head's moving in all different planes of motion. Vision is changing a little bit, just like that, okay? So next we're going to grab onto our weights or whatever you're using for resistance. You can sit down, and if you'd like, and you're just going to stand and then go out to the sides. If you don't feel comfortable getting up like that, you can just bend your knees and go up. So just a slight, like a mini squat. Okay. So I'm just going to keep doing this because it's likely that this is easier for you to do. So I'm just going to keep doing it this way. So this is working the legs, obviously. You're probably feeling them starting to burn a little bit right now, but also working those shoulders at the same time. Right, so let's put those weights down and arms across the chest again. Stay right next to that stable surface that you are using. We're going to go down to the front and then to the right and to the left. Okay. Down to the front, right, and left. I'll do it in this direction now. Front, right, and left. 5 more seconds. This is probably our last one. And good. Okay. So we'll go back and we'll grab onto the weight that we're using. So feet want to be about shoulder width apart. And all you're going to do, I'll do it in this direction so you can see. So down a little bit of a squat and then out to the sides. Down a little bit of a squat and up, just like that. Nice, slow, controlled movement. We should be able to get about 8 to 10 repetitions in this time period. If you get more, that's great. If you get less, that's okay too. Let's do one more. I know the clock's about to go off, but let's do one more. Good. All right. Excellent. So grab some water, and we have a minute, and I'm going to be showing you the next movements. All right, so the first one is a single leg high knee hold, which I will show you, and then simultaneous. And the other one we've actually done. All right, so we've done both, actually, I should say. So all I want you to do, you're going to have your hand hovering over the top of your sturdy surface, and you're just going to hold that one leg up. So let's just start with the left leg, just to make it easy. Everybody start with the left, and then we'll do the right during the second one. And then the second exercise is going to be the unilateral shoulder press. So we did this the last time. So you're going to put left foot in front, right foot back, core muscles tight, and you're just going to press above your head. Okay. So let's start with that first one. Hand up on your sturdy surface. Bring that leg up. Now try to let go of that sturdy surface and just hold that position for as long as you can. Normally what happens is the leg starts to get tired, and you can just drop it, take a little bit of a rest, and then go back up. The average that we see in our clients that come in to our program is about 2 seconds that they can stay up on one leg without holding on. So we work them up to getting to about 20 seconds, which is always fun to see. But if you were getting 2 seconds or less or a little bit more, that is totally fine. All right. And normal, I should say. So left foot in front, dumbbell or weight in your right hand, little bit of a bend in the knee, and you're just going to press above your head. So just like that. I have an alarm going off. Excuse me. Let me just shut that off. Okay. Sorry about that. And get back to my timer. 5 seconds. So you're still going that left foot in front, just like so. Okay, and break. Shake that arm out a little bit. Now we're going to go back to that single leg stance, but this time we're going to use our right leg, or pick our right leg up, I should say. So get your hand on your sturdy surface, pick your right leg up. So the upper part of your leg should be pretty much parallel to the floor, and just stay there as long as you can without holding on, okay? If you have any pain in your back, what I want you to do, or your hips, I want you to just stand one foot perfectly in front of the other, okay? But if you can stand on one leg, that is ideal. You should feel that right leg starting to, the left leg that's stationary should be feeling a little bit of that lactic acid now from keeping you in that position, all right? So now what we'll do is just change to the opposite side for the shoulder press. So right foot's going to be in front, left leg back, slight bend in the knees, left arm just going to extend up just like so. And this other hand is kind of awkward. You can put it on your stomach. You can put it down to the side. Doesn't really matter. Just keep those core muscles nice and tight. Again, slight bend in the legs. So you should feel those fatiguing just a bit as well. 5 more seconds. And rest. Very good. Okay, so that is exercise circuit number 3. So we're moving on. So the first one is going to be a tandem stance with a weight pass, which I'll show you that. And then side step to high knee is going to be the other. All right. So tandem stance with a weight pass. So you're going to have your weight in your left hand, hang on to your stable surface. Okay. And all I want you to do is actually, let's not do tandem stance. So I want your feet to be like this. So not completely in front of one another. And all I want you to do is I want you to keep your core muscles tight and pass the weight around you. Okay. So just like that, we're going to get started in about 15 seconds with that. And then that second one is going to be a side step to a high knee. So what that looks like is you're going to step and do a high knee. Step and high knee. Okay. So let's start with that first one. Semi-tandem stance, slight bend in the knees. And I just want you to pass that weight around your back. Okay. So right now I'm going clockwise. And when I finish this set and I come back to this, I'm going to go counterclockwise. All right. So just like so. And rest. Very good. All right. Our second move, you're going to let's say I'm standing over to my left right now, and it looks like my right in that. So you're going to step, high knee, and down. Step, high knee, and down. Just like that. Okay. I know this is kind of awkward. You can keep your hand kind of hovering over your stable surface, but you're stepping and doing that high knee as you're stepping. So I'm stepping over and I'm bringing my knee up. Just like that. So this is very important to have these hip flexor muscles, which are the muscles that are keeping me, that are lifting my leg up, keeping those good and strong. It helps you with gait, helps you to pick your feet up while you're walking. So it's a very important muscle group to have for a number of reasons. I could go on and on, but for right now, don't need to. All right, so back to that semi-tandem stance. And now I'm just passing my weight around counterclockwise. Okay. So keep those core muscles nice and tight. Stand up as straight as you can. And just going around my back. So you might feel a little bit of a stretch in your shoulder as you're doing this, or a stretch in your chest. So just keep going. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Keep your core muscles tight. You're staying upright. Okay, very good. Now we'll just go back to that same side step with a high knee. So just keep your hand over your sturdy surface, and you just do a little bit of a step, high knee as you're stepping over for the second step. So one, and now that knee comes up high. Step, knee comes up high, just like that. Okay, step. So what you're doing is you're asking that leg that you step with initially to sort of balance yourself as you're shifting your momentum side to side. Okay. And again, working those hip flexors. So we start to develop better muscular endurance and muscular strength in that very important muscle group. Okay. So get some water. We have our last circuit. I hope you're enjoying the class so far. I hope you're getting a good workout. And we're doing a split stance with a front raise, which is good, and then a row. So okay, this is a very good sequence of movement. So the first one, we're going to take both dumbbells, and you're going to stand like this. So not like our semi-tandem stance, which is our feet close. I want you to have your feet a little bit wider. So you're going to be let's just do one arm. Okay, so you're going to have your feet knees a little bit bent, and I just want you to go up. So my left foot is in front. I'm going up with my left arm in front of me, just like that. The second one, I'm going to switch feet, keep the dumbbell in the same hand, and I'm going into a row, all right? But let's just start with that first one. So my left foot is in front, my core muscles are tight, and I'm going up in front with my left hand. Again, same thing with my right hand. I can, just keep it on my belly. Nice and easy. So just a little bit wider or my feet are just a little bit further apart in terms of like the length that they're apart, I should say. 3 seconds. And last one. Very good. All right, so now I'm going to keep my dumbbell in my left hand. I'm just going to switch my feet. So now my right leg's in front, and I have my knees bent. I'm going to lean over like this, and I'm just pulling. Okay, so I'm going to just row, just like this. Okay, so this is a really good for the back of the good exercise for the legs, for the back of the shoulders. You can always keep your hand up on your sturdy surface. So I'm starting to feel my hamstrings work a little bit, which is a muscle group that doesn't get worked all that much during the aging process. So we want to make sure that we have good, strong hamstrings as well as quads. And 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Okay, so now what we'll do is we're going to have our right leg in front of us again, but we're going to switch our hands. So we're going to have the dumbbell in the right hand as well. And with the right foot in front, slight bend. And we're going out in front. Just like that. Keep the hand wherever you'd like. Just like so. And about halfway in, almost done. We have about 45 more seconds of exercise. Then we will stretch. Five seconds here. And rest. Very good. Okay, so last one, we're going to put our left foot in front now. Right foot back behind. So you should stand facing your sturdy surface, but I'm going to do it so you can see me. So I'm dancing around here. So your hand on your sturdy surface, slight bend in the knees, and you're going to just pull back. Again, this is a really great exercise for the back of your shoulders, your upper back muscles and kind of mid back muscles, the movement, but you're also working your lumbar spine, your glutes, your legs. So that's why this functional training is so effective in improving your overall functionality, because rather than just sitting on a machine and just working your upper back, you just listen to all the muscle groups that I am using with that one exercise that takes the same amount of time as using a machine. All right, so that is all. You did absolutely great, I'm sure. And I hope you enjoyed it. So why don't you grab a little bit of water, and what we'll do is we'll get into our stretching. I will turn my timer off here. Very good. And again, I'm sorry this isn't live. I just didn't want to risk having the same issue that we had on Tuesday. So I'm just taping this in advance, which will make it easier. And a couple people have actually, emailed me and said it's great that I was able to do this over the weekend, or I wasn't able to make it during my, at the 9:30 time. So these will all be online. If you want to do them again, please do so. Practice makes perfect. You're going to see an email come through over the next few days that talks about that. So let's get into the stretch. So we're going to put our right leg out in front and just lean forward. So you should feel a stretch in that right hamstring. Just hold like 15 to 20 seconds. All right, now let's keep that right leg in front. Now the difference, I want you to straighten that leg completely. Pull your toe up towards your chest, and then just lean down slightly, and slowly. You should feel a good stretch in your calf now, or right behind your knee. So a very important muscle group to have, not only strong, but flexible. We should really have all muscle groups strong and flexible, but this is a very important one for gait and balance and just overall functionality. All right, now we'll just switch to the other side. Left leg out in front. Keep that leg slightly bent for the first one, and you're just leaning forward. So you can have your toe pointed or just kind of relaxed, however it feels comfortable. You don't have to, flex it like you do in the or your foot, I should say, not your toe, in the second stretch. So this one, your foot position isn't as important as the next. All right. So now you're going to keep that leg completely straight. Point your toes up towards your chest and lean down. So you should feel a stretch in your calf with this one. All right. And now I'm just going to take my left leg, cross it over my right, just like so. Taking my left hand, and I'm going to lean forward. So you should feel a nice stretch in your left hip as you lean forward. Try to keep your back straight as you go down. And like with all the stretches I said over the past couple of classes, this shouldn't be pain. You should just be feeling that sensation of a stretch. And I always say to new clients, you want to say it's like a 6 out of 10 in terms of discomfort, not pain. All right. So just keep that position. And we'll switch to the other side now. So right leg over, right hand underneath, just kind of hugging in. So my hand is kind of hugging my right knee, leaning in. Feel a good stretch in that right hip. Okay, and coming back. All right, so now we're just going to stand up our last couple of stretches. Going to put that left leg back behind you. You can hold on to your sturdy surface. Keep that left leg almost straight. Just going to lean forward. So you should feel a nice stretch in the top of your left leg, where your leg meets your torso. So again, this is now stretching the hip flexor. We talked earlier about strengthening it and building muscular endurance in that muscle group. But it's good to have it flexible too. It helps with overall back health, helps to prevent back pain, strains. This is a very, very important muscle group, again, to have flexible. All right, straighten out that front leg, push with that back foot. Now I'm just going to switch sides. So my right leg is back behind me now. Left knee is slightly bent, and I'm just shifting my weight forward as I keep my torso parallel to the floor. And I'm just going to hold that position. And that is all. All right. So I'm so glad you're doing this. Again, I'm getting great feedback and from people that are doing it and enjoying it, people that are down in Florida still. So looking forward to seeing you all when you return. And then other people that have either moved from our program and aren't able to participate anymore yet. So hopefully we just started we just started the franchise business. So hopefully we'll be where you are pretty soon. Again, I commend you and congratulate you for being proactive about your health and participating in the class. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at george@jointeffortexercise.com. Again, with any questions, comments, concerns, and any feedback, obviously open to anything. So hope you enjoyed the class, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya.